What is Ichiban? Hey guys, how you guys doing out there? I'm back, as I said. It is Friday, May 25th, 2018, and I need a shave. Yeah, I do. But I'll do that later. And this is all coming off too. But in the meantime, guys, I am here with you guys a little earlier than expected. A little bit, but I told you guys that I would do this a little early for the last open mic Q&A for May, and more importantly, I told you guys if you could make it, leave your questions via Twitter for me, and I would get to them as well with the hashtag open mic. For those who are here, please leave your questions down in the comment section below. And if you're not here, and I'm repeating this stuff because when this goes up, for those who are not here live, then you leave your questions in the comment section, when it goes up and the stream goes up, and I'll try to answer your questions then. In the meantime, pretty hot here in New York. It's about 85 degrees. So pretty hot, feeling like summer now for real. Definitely. What else I wanted to talk about real quick? Kickstarter. Yes, Kickstarter. Been really getting into Kickstarter a lot in terms of helping creative individuals make their creations come to life or fruition. So far, I'm on Kickstarter and I've backed 12 projects so far. 3 of those projects have been fully funded, and I can't wait to check out those comics and read them. And of course, I will review them here on this channel as well. But I will continue to contribute to people who start things on Kickstarter, especially comics. And someday, I'll introduce you guys to my creations as well on via Kickstarter or stuff like that. But in the meantime, sorry that I was gone for. I hope you guys enjoyed Shinsuke's music. I love his new theme. I don't care. But I had to, I had to drain the lizard and empty the empty the garbage. If I had to make a number two, okay. uh, anyway, guys, I'm fucking. I'm messing with y'all too much. How's everybody doing out there? Again, as I said before, let me make sure I get the. Let me get the. Let me go to my Twitter real quick. Let's go to my Twitter. So I can see who's on here. I'm just waiting for Twitter to load up for me. See? And come on. Come on. Okay, Twitter's loading up, as you can see. And okay, let's see. Ah! All right, let's see. Okay, some of you guys followed my suit. Thank you. So that's great to know. Okay, questions. If you could see that, questions all there. Bam. All right, so let's see who is here live with your boy. Okay, let's see what pack members are here. Okay. Oh shit. God damn, I didn't see that. Okay. Pack members here. Who's following the pack? Okay. We have Darth Primus, Perry King, Shadow Goth Ryu, Awesome Awakens. I like that. Hi. Omnitron, Travis, Val Shepard. Uh, let's see who else. AJ Daniel. Oh, okay. Scotty. Uh, let's see. Maryland Wolves and Matt Smooth. Richard Eagle. Charles Gorman. And one of my moderators, Sinquan, is here. Um, so thank you for being here. Let's see real quick. I want to make sure I get all those questions. All right. Just make sure I get Luke. Okay. All right. So, am I gonna do? So, what should I do first? Should I do the Twitter questions first, or should I do the questions here first? Okay, time to pull a Two Face. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna pull a Two Face. Heads. I answer the Twitter questions. Tails. I start with the live questions. Here we go. comments. I start with the Twitter questions. Okay, there we go. Twitter. Okay. We're going to go in order. And the first person to ask the question is The Urban Dragon. That's Sinquan's Twitter account, guys. So if you on Twitter, follow Sinquan. He's on there. Okay, he says, hey, Chris, what's good? My question is, did you hear about the Dragon Ball anime spinoff? It's based off the popular Japanese game Super Dragon Ball Heroes. Please look up the video just so possibility look at the possibilities laid out. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, Toyo Animation, there's a complete section just for Dragon Ball. Yeah, you could see just for Dragon Ball in general, for different ideas, spin-offs, all that stuff. So Dragon Ball Super may have somewhat been halted. There's still that movie, but there's other spin-offs coming up. I'm hearing them talk about doing a complete spin-off about what's going on with Future Trunks, just a whole series just about Future Trunks. That's all good. Expand the Dragon Ball world. That maybe doesn't involve just Goku and all, and that's great. I like that. So yes, I have heard of that. Thank you very much. The possibilities are endless, though. Okay. Next up on the list is Sean Allen at Elusive Sean X. That's Comic Freak X. And he has a bunch of questions for me, so I better get to these quick. Okay, he says, yo, Chris. First question is, thoughts on the season finales of Flash and Arrow. Okay. Let's start with Arrow. Hey, bold move. Once again, Ollie's identity is public again. Ain't no way of covering that up unless the legends get involved in twists in time. New characters, many of the old guard are leaving. Thea's gone. Lance is dead. The bad guy got away for the first. I haven't seen that in a while. The bad guy actually got away. Sarah got to see her sister's doppelganger for the first time, I believe. And the only way Ollie could keep the rest of the team safe was if he gave himself up. Okay, and announced to the world that he's the Green Arrow. Okay, where do you go from there? But some of the best news is the fact that Gotham is finally going to be introduced especially in the next season. If you didn't know, Batwoman is going to be introduced in a crossover. I think it's going to happen in December for Arrow. So Ollie's going to meet Katie Kane, Bruce Wayne's cousin, Batwoman. That should be interesting. Indeed. The ending, I kind of scratched my head a little bit at Arrow's ending, but it was bold. It was bold to do, but I wasn't too surprised at that. Was just mostly surprised that the main villain got away. That was it mainly. As for Flash, I forgot Speedy, Colton Hayes, Roy Harper is coming back as his original cast. I forgot about that. So yeah, that's some good news as well. That's another good news. But as for Flash, they tried. This season was just all over the place, in my opinion. I'll give them credit. At least the major villain, was not a speedster. But the way Flash was able to defeat him, a little creative. As for the ending of the Mystery Girl, I wasn't shocked one bit at that. CW, y'all got to try very better with that. Greg Berlanti, all of them, y'all got to come back harder with that, because it was too obvious that she was Nora Allen. It's like, really, y'all trying to play it off. No, she's not. but she was. And the moment y'all showed that she was a speedster, that was it. That was like, yep, okay, yeah, she's Nora Allen. But it was still a good moment to finally just come out and say, okay, look, I need your help, things like that. But I'm interested in seeing where it goes. But I did like that ending. They all like, wait a minute, weren't you? Didn't you spill coffee on me? Yeah, did she pay for your coffee? Like, yeah, she paid. Hey, weren't you at the wedding? Yeah, weren't you? And where'd you get that coat from? She gave it to me. And Iris like, no, I didn't. I'm your daughter from the future. It's like, okay, but I wasn't shocked. I wasn't shocked at all. But nice try. But we'll see where it goes from there. Okay. All right. What's your next question? Are you ready for Luke Cage season 2? Hell yeah. June 22nd. Oh hell yeah. Um, speaking of the Netflix series, I want to apologize to all you guys out there who've been really waiting for me to talk about the past Netflix Marvel series. I apologize for that. I've just been so busy lately in terms of work and everything like that that I don't have time to be. Haven't had enough time to just sit down, binge, absorb it all, let it digest, and then I mean I have with Punisher I have, and I've just kind of been procrastinating a little bit. And I apologize. I've actually been rewatching Punisher. If there's a reason why Punisher's taking so long, is because I'm rewatching it. I want to make sure I get everything down. So I apologize for that. So if you've been waiting for my Punisher thought video, just wait a little bit longer. I promise you I'll get it up for you guys. I promise. Y'all just hit. Y'all just basically please y'all definitely contribute back equivalent exchange with the comments and everything like that. Don't leave me hanging. So because what am I doing this for? I do this stuff for you guys. I don't, you know, uh, but I enjoy having you guys around. All right. Next question. Okay, is this a request? Can you do an opinion spot segment on should Marvel reintroduce the Malibu characters? I guess this is a request for the opinion spot. I'll add it to the list. Let's see. I'll add it to episode because I planned for how many episodes I think. Let me make sure. I want to make sure what episode am I on now with the opinion spot. I want to make sure. I'm trying to remember what episode am I on now with the opinion spot, so I'll know because I do have plans for. I planned out the opinion spot segment, so that's why opinion spot segments don't come out because I have those planned. Let me just make sure. All right, here we go. All right, three. Okay, I'll hit you. I'll add that to the list. It'll be episode 355. There you go. All right, Sean. I'll have that for episode 355 because episode 350 and episode 351, 352, 354, 350 and 354 are all planned out. I know what I'm doing with those ones. So I will plan, I'll have it for you for episode. So look out for episode 355. You want to hear what I would think, or, basically, I want to make sure I get that. So an opinion spot on should Marvel reintroduce the Malibu characters because they do own Malibu comics. So, okay, I got it for you. I got you. Next question, your fourth question is who's your favorite indie comic character out of Spawn or Witchblade? Witchblade. I like Spawn, but I've always been a bigger fan of Witchblade than Spawn. When Witchblade came out, Sarah Pazzini, and I'm loving the new Witchblade now, the newer version that's come out now. So yeah, Witchblade definitely. Okay, and you have some more questions for me. Okay, real talk questions now, bro. Okay. All right, real talk. We going real. Okay. I used to do a segment. I used to have a channel called Real Talk where I used to get nitty gritty, and you get to see that real side of me. Some things, issues that are affecting me, or issues that are bothering me. I lay it on the line. All right, so let's see what you got for me. I'll answer it. No problem. I always tell you guys, you can ask me anything you want. and no questions off limit. Do you use the N word? No, I don't. I don't. Uh, Not around my friends, uh, associates I work with, or anything. You never hear me use the N word. Even when I'm listening to old school hip hop or just stuff like that. I censor myself if I'm going along with them. I censor myself with that N word. I don't care if it's the or whatever. No, I don't use it. I've told Malcolm before. I remember I told him a long time ago. I said if I ever catch you using that word, we're gonna have a problem. Um, he doesn't use it. My father doesn't use it. I've never heard my father use that. My mother never used it. Um, and I don't use it. So no, Sean, I don't use the N word. I don't. Why should I put down somebody? People they talk about using it as like it's a word for boy, like that's my boy. Well, just say yo, that's my boy, that's my friend, that's my man. Don't you that's my no, I don't do that. So I don't use that. Thoughts on the police brutality and shootings we've seen of late? It sucks. It sucks. We're seeing more and more of this bullshit happening, and it's tiring. It is tiring to see, Sean. It is tiring to see people of color being abused or beaten, shot, even if they have the hands up, not resisting, being shot in the back, being shot in their grandmother's backyard holding an iPhone. So yeah, I get tired and I'm getting mad now just thinking about it. I'm sorry. How do you feel about the NFL fining people now for kneeling during the anthem? That's a load of bullshit. That is a load of bullshit. The NFL, you done fucked up with that. That is just bullshit. People are thinking that it's non-patriotic because someone is kneeling during the anthem. Colin Kaepernick did it, and the reason why, if people really sat down and thought about why he was doing it, then you'd understand that is his God-given right to do that. When has it been to the point where you have to stand, salute, put your hands over your heart, and while that anthem is going on? If they knew the history of that anthem, there'd be some different talks about it. But it just truly shows that the NFL they've just completely lost it. It's just so stupid. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Even they've even asked non NFL players. Like I think I just recently heard Steve Kerr talking about it, and he said exactly what I'm saying. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Thoughts on white people calling cops on people of color for no reason? That's another stupid bullshit. Stupid, just 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 utterly stupid. We've seen more and more times now than ever. I just watched several videos like this, people showing me. Last one I watched was black guy in Tennessee, who was a realtor overlooking a house. A white woman calls the cops on him because he's not supposed to be in that neighborhood. Woman in Oakland calls the cops because people are barbecuing. White woman calls the cops on two Native American brothers who are visiting Colorado State, and they're being quiet. They're minding their business. And more of this bullshit is happening. Just recently now, this is not real, but just recently now, we saw a New York lawyer who was inside, and he flips out, calls the manager and tells him that his employees are speaking Spanish. And he says, they're speaking Spanish. This is America. Speak the native tongue of England, English, blah, blah, blah. and they probably don't have their I'm gonna call ICE on them and all that other bullshit. Go fuck yourself with that bullshit. When has it ever been to a point where it is stated in this country that the national language is English? Somebody needs to go back to history and realize that this country was built on immigrants. This country had natives already here that were taken over, raped, pillaged, introduced diseases to them that you know where I'm going at. The point is that asshole is a fucking idiot. And if I was there with him in that, you'd have saw me deck the dude right on the floor for bullshit like that. Utter stupid. And we're going to see more and more, Sean, of these cockroaches coming out of the woodwork now. And a lot of it, I'm gonna say this right now, and you can quote me on this. I blame a lot of it on now because of that farce who calls himself, who's sitting in the office now. Go fuck yourself with that bullshit. Okay? You can kiss my black ass with that one. Okay. I'm just saying. All right. And thank you, Sean, for those questions. Thank you for those real questions, Matt. I've been wanting to get some of that stuff off my chest for a long time, so thank you. Thank you for that. Let's see. Next. Uh Black Math. Black Math FDX at Charles Tolls X. Okay, he asks me Parker or Miles. I like Miles, but I've always been a Peter Parker fan before Miles. And what per size? What per se? What per spider, mouse, lion, or dragon? I'm not really sure what that means. So I can't really answer. But other than that, uh, Peter Parker. Okay, so those are all the Twitter questions. Thank you guys for that. I apologize if y'all didn't want to see me get real, but hey, sometimes I'm gonna get real. Darth Primus, you asked me, have I seen Deadpool 2? No, I have not. So please, no questions. Like I said, just been really busy. Haven't been able to see it at all. Hey Chris, I have a question for you. This is from Darth Shadow God for you. Hey Devin, are you looking forward to, but at the same time scared for the Captain Marvel and Captain Marvel and Aquaman movie? Yes, I'm a little of both. I saw the teaser, you know, the promo for Captain Marvel, him sitting there drinking, I guess, a milkshake or chocolate milk. I don't know what the hell it was, but I'm still scared because, you know, they're classifying Captain Marvel as big, but big, the Tom Hanks movie Big, which I love, mixed with superheroes. Perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. But I'm still scared. Aquaman, the same thing. I'm still scared. If these movies don't hit it, the DCU is on its dying leg. Outside of Wonder Woman, they'll be on their dying leg. Hopefully they. I'm praying that they do good. I'm praying. I want them to succeed. I don't want them to fail, but they have to really start looking at the idea of, okay, we have to lighten up some of these characters. We can't do dark for everything. Um, I said awesome wakes. Hi. I said hi back. I don't think I. Uh, I'll be here. I'm not fucking talking about that. No, you know what? Okay, real talk again. Real talk again. Okay, we see because I saw that. I saw Omnitron. I saw that comment right there. Okay, okay, all right. Um, okay, all right. Here we go. Um, I want you to listen to some. And I know I'm not yelling at you, but I want you all to hear something that Holly Marie Combs, the original, one of the original Charm ones who played Piper on Charm, what she had to say about reboots and remakes and stuff like that. I actually put it down too. I actually put it in, actually commented, actually put it on my Facebook because it was so good. I had to, and it made perfect sense because it's just how I feel. All right, let me make sure I get it. I want to get it word for word so I don't mess it up. Um, all right. Here's what she had to say. She said reboots fare better when they honor the original as opposed to taking shots at the original. You hear what she said? That's what she said, and it makes perfect sense. I've said it before, and I said it before. I've said it again, and I'll say it before, and I've said it in a couple of videos. Fuck Cartoon Network for this bullshit, this Thundercats bullshit that they're pulling. And I'm getting so sick and tired of people saying, well, they had a reboot before, but nobody watched it. Speak for yourself, because I watched the damn series, okay? I watched the series. You want to blame somebody why it didn't work, blame Cartoon Network. Don't blame fans for not watching it, because we did. I'm speaking for myself. I did. I watched it. It visually it was beautiful, but there were problems with the series too. And one of the biggest problems I had with the series was the overall filler episodes. Two, the oversaturated love triangle, but supposedly love triangle between Lionel, Tiger, and Chitara. When we saw throughout the first season, Chitara always loved Tiger. So it's like this female pussycat. I want to say bitch, but I ain't gonna use that really. Basically, plays on Lionel's emotion, but you was already loving Tigra. Then you bring in Pumira, who betrays the team because of what reason? Let me see. Oh, because she got left behind because they didn't see her in the rubble. Okay, but blame Cartoon Network for that bullshit. Maybe if when you remove Thundercats from Friday nights, which it was on, to Saturday morning, maybe you should have advertised that more. Maybe you should have told fans the Thundercats are moving to a new time, Saturday mornings. Be there. No, you did nothing. You didn't advertise it. You did nothing. And that's some reason. And so put some of the blame, more blame on Cartoon Network. And this bullshit right here is the most total slap in the face to rest in peace Ted Wolf, the man who created the Thundercats. This is a total slap in the face. I have no clue why everybody now wants to pull this stupid animation now, that stupid Teen Titans Go animation now. It is utterly getting on my nerves. And the guy who created this going on and say, well, I like the original one. If you liked it, you wouldn't have done this. Didn't I just say what I said? You would have honored the original one by doing something great, maybe twisting a little bit, but still honoring it, not making fun of it. This is a total slap in the face, and I hope this show goes down in flames. I hope if it stays on the air, that's going to get me more pissed off. It's going to get me seriously pissed off. But I saw an image where it's that goofy looking Lionel, and he gets gutted by the Lionel that I grew up with, standing tall, and I couldn't be more prouder. Fuck that show. Fuck that show. Fuck that, man. Y'all bringing the realest out of me tonight. That's good. I don't mind. Okay, Travis asked me, have I played the PS1 game Jet Moto? I believe I have. Val Shepard, Uh, watch The Annoying Orange, please. I don't really like The Annoying Orange. I could care less about that. Sorry. Chris, do you prefer adult Groot, baby Groot, or teen Groot? I grew up with reading Groot when he was a grown big tree. So yeah. But if we're talking MCU, adult, still adult. Perry King, are you looking forward to DC streaming service? Only reason why is for Teen for Young Justice season 3. That is the main reason why. The other shows are just icing on the cake for me, but no, but yeah, Young Justice season 3 all the way. Okay, got some more Thundercats Roar. It's dog shit. Damn right. How do you feel about a how would you do a He-Man video game? Ooh, hmm. Probably in the same way God of War is the latest God of War has been done. Maybe a little bit of maybe add a little God of War mixed with Final Fantasy. But the Final Fantasy 15 where it's open world and things like that. Um, something like that. Yeah. Okay. AJ Daniels retracted his message, or somebody else did. I don't know. Could be Sin. I do have one of my moderators in here with me. Okay. Hey Chris, how's the weather treating you guys today? Like I said, it was 85 degrees today. So it really felt like summertime up here in New York. So yeah, cool. Okay, somebody's looking at the Nakamura song. Yeah, I was playing that. Laughing out loud. Yo, Chris, nice Spider-Man shirt. Thank you very much. It glows in the dark. What's up, Chris? Hey, Jay, what's up? Did you hear the Sesame Street is suing the new movie Happy Time Murders because it's really graphic puppy? Oh, really? I haven't watched the trailer yet. I heard it's dark. I don't know why. I mean, Angel did it. Remember, Angel did it too. So but I don't know. People just want to sue everybody for everything now. Just I don't know. What is the worst remake ever? Shit. What are we talking? Movie or just in general? Um, mm, man, there's a bunch, but I'll just name one. I thought I'm speaking for myself because I didn't like it. Uh, yeah, there's too many. I'm sorry, I can't name what. There's too many just popping in the head now, so sorry. There's just too many. Let's see, Omnitron, what is your favorite bat suit and Batmobile to play with in Arkham Knight? Um, the '89 Batman Batmobile, of course. That's always my favorite Batmobile. That's my favorite Batmobile. The Tim Burton '89 Batmobile. That is my favorite design. Batsuit. I really don't have one. I like them all, but yeah, never. But the Batmobile definitely. Uh, Dark Premise. What do you think of Barakapool being a main villain in Deadpool 3? If it's just for shits and giggles, I'd do it just for shits and giggles. But he just kills him real quick, just like you know. What is your favorite '70s Batman? What is your favorite? Who? What? My favorite is '70s Batman and '60s Batman. Oh, okay, that's good. AJ Daniels asks me that Happy Time Murders looks stupid. Oh, okay. I haven't watched it yet. People keep telling me to watch it, but I don't know. It hasn't drawn my attention really. You know. I'm trying thoughts on Batman 3000 costs. I personally love it. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Laughing my ass off. Okay, laugh, laugh, laugh. Uh, Travis, I hope they do not remake SWAT Cats. I'm hearing there was a Kickstarter starting for remaking SWAT Cats, but this company wanted to take it very seriously. It wasn't meant to be disrespectful. It was actually meant to be honoring the show. And when stuff like that, I like that. But like, look at all the remakes that we've seen so far. The 2002 He-Man cartoon that honored the classic and made its own nuance as well in a good way. Voltron, that's on Netflix, honors the original but adds its own twist to it. Good. The new DuckTales that's on honors the original but nuances to it. I can't wait to see them when they do Darkwing Duck. Darkwing Duck is getting remade, and hopefully it continues that. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, prior to this new one that's coming out, I can care less about, honored everything. The 2005 or 6 that honored the source material. It is very important when you remake stuff, you honor what came before. I say that all the time. And people, that should be, when a director or producer, that should be embedded into your head. The first thing before you even think about, okay, we want to reboot this or remake this. First things first. Okay, we have to honor. Let's make sure we honor that original one, the original. When they were thinking about rebooting or remaking Xena, NBC wanted to remake Xena, and they were going to make her a modern day soldier. I was like, eh, wrong. Wrong way to go with that. Wasn't going to work. You're not honoring that character. And as far as I'm concerned about this remake of Charmed that's coming, I watched the trailer and it has nothing to do with the cast. It just does nothing for me. I watched that and I'm just like, no, it does nothing for me. It's just like, why didn't y'all just continue with the original Tron ones? Maybe they're older and their kids are taking up that responsibility now. Why couldn't you do that? And I've heard from the original cast that they pitched that idea many times to CW, and they turned it down. Stupid. Honoring the original. Remember that. Any guys out there want to do that and you want to remake something a classic, remember that. Honor the original prior to making fun of it. What is your favorite? This is from Richard Eagle. What is your favorite Beatles song? Hey Jude. Hey Jude is one of them. I like that. You a Chicago Bulls fan? Of course I am. Been that since I was 6, 8 years old. And most fans will just say they just like the Bulls for Michael Jordan. No, I was a Bulls fan before Michael became hot. I was always a Chicago Bulls fan. I've always been a Oakland Raiders fan. I've always been a Yankee fan. You know, I don't just jump on teams because they're hot. And that's one of the biggest problems I have with people who just jump on the bandwagon, right? And it's to that point where I will start quizzing people. Like they're like, "Oh yeah, you see Cavaliers, that's my team, the Cavs." So I say, "Okay, are you a Cavaliers fan or are you just a LeBron fan? How long you been a Cavs fan? How long you been a Warriors fan?" I've been and people ask me that, throw that back. Okay, Chris. Since how long you been a Raiders fan? Since Marcus Allen, Bo Jackson days. when they were LA Raiders, and then they went back to Oakland, and now they'll be going to Vegas soon, and that's not going to stop me from not being a fan of theirs. I bleed black and silver for life. Period. Uh, Darth Primish asked me, would you have liked? Oh, wait, I was reading that. Would you? Man, it went up. Shoot. Okay. Oh man. Okay. Would I have liked? Oh God, I see. I missed that damn. Shit. Okay. I'm sorry. I was right in the middle of that question. Okay. Okay. Where where was it? Okay, here we go. Uh, would you have liked to see a Wolverine Deadpool movie if Hugh Jackman stuck around, either a verse or a team up movie? I wouldn't have mind, but yeah, I wouldn't. I would love to seen it. I would love to seen Hugh and Ryan Reynolds together again. Um, it was it's still going to be very hard to recast Mr. Jackman, but I would have loved to seen him and Deadpool together. So yeah, I would have loved to seen that. Scotty actually, did you catch Houston handed to Golden State last night? Yeah, I did. I came in from work last night, and Malcolm had the game on, and I watched the end of it. Congratulations to Houston. Well done. Keep it going. One more. Y'all got one more, and y'all will knocked out the champions. Let's see. Okay, thoughts. Your thoughts on a footy station being renamed Marvel Stadium. That a football or just a stadium, that'd be funny. I'd laugh at that. Tony Montana, what's up, Chris? Hey, what's up? I gotta go. I gotta go to that stadium. Yeah, that'd be funny. Um, Travis, have you seen have you seen Will Osprey new finisher? Uh, no, I haven't. You live, you die. Okay. Can you can we ask about Infinity War and Deadpool 2? You can ask about Infinity War, but not about Deadpool 2. Uh, let's see. Uh, Tony loves her. Did you see King of Thunder's Thundercat roar rant? If it wasn't so epic, that guy was angry. I no, I haven't. I'm I don't need to see people's rants to know that we're all angry, and and I don't just say, well, people who grew up in the 90s can't understand kids like me who grew up in the 80s when that show was originally airing Pain. Because I can't say that, because by the time Toonami came out, Thundercats was airing on Toonami. So you children of the 90s got, and early 2000, yeah, some 2000s babies, early 2000s babies, you guys got to see, well, more 90s, you guys got to see what we saw when we were growing up. And it was great to see the Thundercats book on the original series. But to see something like that, and I'm kind of calmed down a little bit, but it's, you know, it's that's hurtful. That's like a slap in the face, man. It truly is. Um, once it's done, will you do a review on Justice League No Justice? No, I'm not. I'm not reading it. I'm just gonna go once Justice League starts all over with the new roster, the Tim Burton rock to Tim, the, you know, the new roster. I'm not reading Justice League No Justice. I'm not. Uh, Thoughts on the official costume? I think Levi looks amazing. I talked about that. I actually did a video on the costume Omnitrons. If you haven't seen it, go look for it. It's in my. It should be. You should find it about in the costume, the full picture. I know some people saying it looks stupid because he's all puffed up, but hey, should they remake Eternal Champions? I wouldn't mind. That's a game that's been out of people's eyes for a long time. Remake it. I still have to read issue 1000 of Action Comics. I loved issue 99. Still have to read part 3 of Venom's. Oh, okay. Well, okay. DC's Captain Marvel is also called. No, he's not. Don't call him that. Do not use that S word. Uh-uh. Not around me. Not around me. Billy Batson is called Captain Marvel, not the wizard's name. The wizard is called Shazam, not Billy Batson. Don't not around me. Don't use that word. He's Captain Marvel. He'll always be Captain Marvel. Okay, Tony Montana, do you hope for uh Wakibi Wakabi to have a redemption quest in Black Panther 2 if he's in it? If he's in it, if Wakabi is in it, maybe. Probably. I mean, because it is stated, if you haven't picked up Black Panther, there's a deleted scene that showcases that him and Okoye were married. They were married. They just weren't lovers. This version of hers is married to Wakabi, and I would hope to think. I mean, you just side with Killmonger because of what? What? Okay, let's look at it from his point of view. Why did he side with Killmonger in general? Why? Because basically Killmonger did what T'Challa couldn't do or didn't do. Was I still feel that I felt like they shouldn't have killed off Claw. I really shouldn't. I feel like they shouldn't have. You kill you the most Panther's arch enemy killed off by Panther's most deadliest enemy. Okay, but that's the reason why. But still, and you go watch the deleted scene. I love how Okoye says it. Was T'Challa your friend? Of course he was, but you had no problem watching him get killed, supposedly get killed, all that other stuff. And it's just like, wait a minute, you doing a 360 like or 180? Like, wait, oh, if he's your friend, you should have been like, wait, don't kill him, like, or something like that. So should there be a redemption for him? Maybe. Does he deserve it? Everybody deserves a second chance. Let's see what's the next question. Omnitron, you asked me, did you hear that we may get the classic yellow bat costume back in the comics? Really? Wow. Interesting. Didn't hear that. That costume changes so much, it's unbelievable. AJ Daniels, Chris, you might see me on TV next week because I'll be at SmackDown. Cool. Okay. Tell me what you're wearing and maybe I'll see it. Okay. Uh, Omnitron axes me. And we may be getting Batman back in his classic blue and gray look too. Wow. They trying to go all out. Okay. Tony, since we have so many incarnations of Supergirl everywhere, do you think we should introduce Power Girl into the DCU? Um, Supergirl needs to be introduced first. before Power Girl. Supergirl still needs to be introduced first. I'm still wanting Supergirl in the DCU. Um, and I still think I still feel that Hannah Hayden uh, Hayden I'm but can't pronounce her last name. Hayden Pat Pat. Oh, damn it! Who was on Heroes could play her, play Kara. That's just one of my picks for her. Um, Batwoman's sick. Yeah, Batwoman is gonna be on Arrow. It's a crossover. Thoughts on the new Shira for Netflix? I saw the teaser. So far, that the promo looks good. I'm looking forward to seeing that because I was a Shira fan too. I watched He-Man and his sister. It'd be really cool to see He-Man guest star on there one time. Her twin brother. Tony Montana. Don't you think it's worrying that we still didn't get any Aquaman teaser yet? No, not really. No. Patience is a virtue. Patience, wait. Terry Hong, 2005. Whoa, what's up? How do you feel about Black Siren and Arrow season 6? She's okay. Uh, they tried to give her like a redeeming quality, like she's changing and things like that. It's okay. Let's see. Favorite character in the Arrowverse will always be Diggle. AJ Daniels, this might be an unpopular opinion, but to me, Infinity War is better than The Dark Knight. Uh, I don't think it's unpopular. If that's your opinion, yeah, it's fine. Uh, I, 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 I don't even think that's even should be a matter of like unpopular. It's like they're kind of like two different movies in general. So yeah, but I mean, come on, it's obvious. What do you think about Jake Gyllenhaal? I was waiting for somebody to ask me questions about this because I was gonna do a geek thought on this geek thought video on Jake Gyllenhaal. It seems to be Jake Gyllenhaal is in talks of playing Quentin Beck, aka Mysterio, for Spider-Man: Homecoming 2. We have not seen Fishbowl Head. Well, technically we have, but technically we have not. Because Quentin Beck was actually played by the great Bruce Campbell, but he wasn't his, you know, villain self. But Jake, I'm a big fan of Jake Gyllenhaal. I always have been. The guy is a chameleon when it comes to acting. I believe he is. He goes into a character and it's sometimes scary because it's like, wait a minute, like you see Jake Gyllenhaal in person, like he's just really cool, timid, kind of like, hey, how you doing? But then you see him in movies like Southpaw, and you're like, no, that's not Jake Gyllenhaal. No, that's not him. No, that's not him. Or Nightcrawler. No, that's not. He's that good. So I can see him pulling off Quentin Beck. It does make me wonder how they would approach Quentin Beck in the MCU. But the one thing, he has to have the fishbowl. He has to have that look. There has to be some version of him with the classic dome head. It has to be. That's a part of who Mysterio is. He has to have that. Look at what they did with the Vulture. The Vulture's look for the MCU version of Vulture was not bad. I like that. It had a aviator look to it, but still some aspects of adding on to, because look, the Vulture's costume was simple. It was the original Vulture's costume. What? It was like green spandex with the feathers. Then later on, they kind of added a little bit of armor to it. It was nice. It was cool. I enjoyed it. Favorite character and Bloody Raw. Hugo the Wolf. Oh! Yes. Here you go. Next would be Long. Next would be Bakryu, the ninja. So yeah, there you go. Those are my top three right there. See, I'm trying to ask me thoughts on us getting a Boba Fett movie. I'm excited. Boba Fett, favorite Star Wars character. Um, I'm interested. I still, for me, if there's any Star Wars movie I want, any Star Wars movies I want, I'm sorry guys, I want a origin movie of Yoda. I want to see what Yoda did before he was Master Yoda. I would love to see that. I'm sorry, I want that. I'm probably the only guy that wants a Yoda origin movie. I want that. But Boba Fett, cool. Cool. No problem. Uh Daryl Phil thank you for what you do. You're welcome. Um no need to thanks. Travis, did what Punisher did Billy face uh what Punisher did to Billy's face was gruesome. Yeah, and it's actually one of my favorite parts of the series. That carousel fight scene. That's my scene right there, where he's just like, I ain't gonna kill you. He's just all right. It paid homage to the original story of how Jigsaw got his face like that. So it was great, but yeah, it was just gruesome to see him just and Billy just and then he just bam, just kicked him into it again, and he had chunks of glass just in his face. It was just like, oh, it was just like, oh, but it was great. Dark Primus asked me, Michael Keaton might return as the Vulture, and no, he is returning. That's fine, good. He was great. Big fan of Michael Keaton. I know you're a b-ball and baseball fan, but do you watch soccer? FIFA World Cup. I am not a full football fan. That's what it's called outside of the United States, football. But I will tune in time to time to watch some football. I don't watch it like nonstop. I watch it. If I see it on, okay, I'll see how it's going. I give football players, soccer players, a lot of credit because this is one game where you can't use your hands, and it's unless you're the goalie or something like that. Other than that, it's all footwork and all that. I give them props. And I love just seeing them do the famous Pele kick and stuff like that. That should be making me like, that is so dope. I love that. But I've seen some gruesome hits in that game. I'm just like, damn. Scotty, how do you keep up with all your favorite forms of media? Do you think the information age is too much to take in, or is this still just a great problem to have? How do I keep up with my all the stuff that I all my favorite forms of media? Um, of course, books, magazines, the internet, of course, word of mouth. You know, it doesn't really. I don't have a problem with keeping up, feeling like it's too much that comes at me. The only thing I wish was kind of like, would slow down a little bit is probably the in terms of the social media for wrestling. Like nothing is a secret now in professional wrestling. And I hate that. Like everything gets spoiled in professional wrestling. Not like back in the day where when something happened in wrestling and somebody came out, it was like, oh my. Now it's like it's still like, oh, but it's still like, oh, I kind of already knew about this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, stuff like that. I'm trying. Have you noticed that Disney has basically taken over Big Hero 6 from Marvel? Yeah, they kind of have. And I don't like it, because you hear a lot of people say, "Oh, Big Hero 6, that's Disney stuff. No, it's not. When Big Hero 6 first came out, it was Sunfire and Big Hero 6. Sunfire led Big Hero 6 before he left, and then Hero took over. But yeah, I really wished Marvel would let people really know, hey, that's our stuff. That's Disney. That's Disney is just using it. Even in the credits, if you watch the original movie, it's not until the very end where you see that stuff, and it's like, um, along with a Lee Kirby biop, how about a Motown Berry Gordy? I like biops, period. So I watch any biop. I mean, they got the Bohemian Rhapsody biop coming out with Queen. I'm all over that. I love Queen. And who's playing Johnny Mercury? What's his name? Ralima Ramika. I'm forgetting his name, but he's playing Mercury, and I'm like, that's good casting. So I love biops. I don't mind biops at all. Um, the more the merrier. Biops are good entertainment, but gotta also remember biops only showcase parts of that person's life. They don't showcase all of that person's life. For example, my man right there, one of my idols, Muhammad Ali. He's had a couple of biops, but a lot of people don't know about him. But the one that most people everybody know about is Will Smith's version. And while that was great, Will did his thing as Ali. They only showcased certain parts of it. Chadwick Boseman at one point was becoming the king of biops. He did like 3 biop movies. He did Jackie Robinson, only a certain part of Jackie Robinson's life. I would love to see them do a Jackie Robinson story that showcased Jackie Robinson outside of the world of baseball, because he did a lot outside of outside of baseball as well. Then he did James Brown. Did he? Man, he killed it with that. Then he did Thurgood Marshall, which a lot of people was kind of pissed off about. Like, why? So I think the main reason was because he was darker, and Thurgood Marshall Thurgood Marshall was lighter than me, so but he was great. So I love buyout movies, but yes, in terms of comic characters, comic legends in the comic industry, the if whenever somebody does it, the first 2 people that need to get movies, buyout movies, Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Period. They the first. They need to. They're the first. Um, who is the better movie villain, Darth Vader or Thanos? Really? We going there? Movie villain. Look, I would go with Darth Vader because Vader was a movie villain. He wasn't a he wasn't adapted from comics to movie. That's why I'll say Vader. See. Um, do you think that Avengers 4? This is from Terry Hogan. Hoan. Do you think that uh, Avengers 4 will wrap up the main 6 Avengers? It's supposed to wrap up everything that came and start new, kind of like all those whose contracts are ending. This is it. So yeah, Captain America. We already heard Mr. Evans say this is it. This is it for him. He's done. He's gonna ride off into the sunset. Even though I don't want to see him leave, because he's my favorite actor in the MCU. Sorry, RDJ. I love RDJ too, but I love Chris Evans' portrayal of Captain America. It is spot on. Every time I see him, I'm like, that is just Steve. Period. And it's gotten to the point now when I'm reading Captain America, whose voice do you think I hear now coming out of Captain America now? Chris Evans. Because, and the reason why I say that is because people, whenever they do animations of Captain America, it's always like has his patriotic voice, ha ha ha, stuff. No, just a normal voice like how Chris Evans does it. Perfect. Okay. Oh, well, yeah, I don't. AJ, did you know the the "Why is Gamora" line wasn't even in the script? It was Yep, that was improvised by Batista. Great, great. I love when improvise people improvise stuff in movies. I love that. That just shows you good timing matters. Scotty, the NFL anthem thing is ridiculous. The kneeling was out of respect. Do you always separate the artist and the person? For example, R. Kelly. I try. I try to. I try a lot. There are a lot of artists outside of their music or movies. You know, like for example, I got a couple of friends that say they will not watch anything with Mel Gibson anymore after what he said. It's and sometimes I try to tell him like you got to separate that from what he said from his movies, or I think in the in the black community the biggest thing now is the whole Bill Cosby thing. I think it is unfair to feel like it's so wrong to still enjoy and watch the Cosby Show after what happened to Mr. Cosby. I don't. I will always love that show for what it portrayed and for what it did. And what Mr. Cosby did or didn't do or how I don't it just you have to. And you have to. You really do. Um you do. Uh let me see. Steve Kerr was on the money. Yeah, he was. What he said was right on the money. Did you know that the line "I'm Mary Poppins, y'all" wasn't in the script of the? Yeah, I heard that one too. Yeah, I know that too. Let's see. It became an unpopular opinion to think Spider-Man: Homecoming is the best Spider-Man Spidey movie yet. What do you think? Um, it was really good. Was it the best Spider-Man movie? It's arguably, yeah, it is. Tom Holland, young Mr. Holland, does a masterful job as Peter Parker, and nobody can argue he doesn't. He is the classic Spider-Man that we want, that we wanted, that we need. He is the Spider-Man that Tobey Maguire should have been. He is the Peter Parker Andrew Garfield should have been. I don't hate Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. I didn't. I kind of just hated his Peter Parker because his Peter Parker was basically a dick. He was once he got his powers, it was like, okay, I'm gonna show everybody now. I'm gonna be a dick now. He became the bully. Um, but I always give those two guys credit. Tobey Maguire set the foundation. He set that foundation. And Mr. Garfield built up upon that foundation. He was just Spider-Man at the wrong time. Tom Holland, His foundation is so sturdy and firm. It's like you want to see him now. I've said it before. I told you guys when he disappeared in Infinity War, that's where the waterworks happened for me. That's when I started crying. It started with Panther, but when Mr. Stark, I don't feel so. That's when I was like, oh my, no, don't do this to me now. That was it. So yeah, Tom Holland and even Stan Lee himself has said Tom Holland is the closest Spider-Man, is closest to the Spider-Man he was writing. When you get in that kind of stamp of approval by the man, you know you're doing a good job. So I respect young Mr. Holland for everything he does as Spider-Man. And as of right now, I'm not ready to see him go off yet as Spider-Man, which he's not. I mean, everybody wants to just jump right to Miles. And as much as I love Miles, Peter plays an influential role in Miles' life. Stop just jumping ahead. And Peter still needs a foundation in the MCU. Ren and Stimpy versus SpongeBob. Oh my God. Okay, I don't know about that. Do you think Chris Pratt overacts too much as Star Lord? No, because the way he portrays Star Lord is way different than the Star Lord I read in the comics. Prior to how they write him now, Star Lord in the comics, when I was reading him, you remember when the Guardians of the Galaxy first when they appeared on in Earth's Mightiest Heroes? That's the Star Lord that I was reading. And when I heard Chris Pratt was going to be Star Lord, I knew he was not going to go that route. No way was he going to be like serious Peter Quill. You know, the one that you when he's the Star Lord, respect him. Nah, I knew they weren't going to go that way with him. So you know. Let's see. Next up, um, Tamira Rice is the only thing you got to mention to let you know racism is still kicking. Oh, true. Tony Montana. What job do you think MJ Watson, Mary Jane Watson, should have instead of being an actress? Well, she's also a model, so she's a model actress. I could see MJ as a counselor. I could see MJ as a counselor. Um, yeah, definitely a counselor. Helping maybe young girls who are going through depression or eating disorders, something like that. You know, I could see her doing that. Guidance counselor. I could see her doing stuff like that. Um, she's besides MJ is more than just a pretty face, and I think people need to understand that. You know, she's more than just that. She's more than just a hot redhead. You know, that had said that famous line, "Face the tiger, you hit the jackpot." She's more than that, and she's been more than that through the whole all her years in the Spider-Man universe. You know, people just there's just certain people that just make her out to be more than just the sex symbol or so. I don't know. I can't wait for Aquaman. I'm looking forward to Aquaman. I'm especially what I want to see now is I just want to see Black Manta. That's what I want to see. I want to know how they're doing him. He has to look spot on right. I'm sorry, he does. Scotty asks me, what is something media related that is inspiring you, exciting you, or just making you feel pretty good this week? Media wise, um, I guess the return of Fantastic Four in comics is one of them. I'm so excited to see them come back, the first family back. I can't wait to read that. I cannot wait to read Fantastic Four, the return, the first family back. That excites me. That excites me. Even Spider Man, my favorite hero, Spider Man, reaching 800 comic, his 800th issue. Yeah. Let's see. Dylan Malone, what do you want to see in Captain Marvel movie? Which Captain Marvel? We talking Carol Danvers or we talking Billy Batson? Got to give me something else. You got to also put that. I find it funny. Venom, well, Vernon Wells. I find it funny. Vernon Wells played a Power Ranger villain. Oh yeah. I do agree. Okay, that's stupid. Okay, Maryland Wolves axes who don't give a damn about the human race, and the only okay the only about the oil and their money. I don't know what you're talking about. I guess okay. Tony Montana. They may be planning a Coming to America remake with Eddie Murphy. No, not a remake. It's actually a sequel, which I don't think it needs. I don't. It's a Coming to America sequel. It's not a remake. I don't think it's needed because Akeem got his queen. He got unless somehow they're telling the story of now it's Akeem and Lisa's child going to America and finding, I don't know, or maybe it's Semi. I don't know, but it's a sequel. It's not a remake. It just doesn't really need one. I love that movie. I love Coming to America. And have you guys ever seen the Coming to America Black Panther mashup? That was great editing. I thought that was really good. I love Thundercats. I watched it to my core. Yeah, man. I have the entire series on box set over there. Pisses me off. Most Travis said most best Batman Beyond moment. Bruce and Terry. Uh, the most was fighting together. Yeah, that was cool. You mean yeah when uh I thought yeah that was a good moment seeing Bruce and Terry fight together. Um, yeah, I'll give you that. That was a good one. Um, one word to describe each Robin. Okay, each Robin. We talking all the Robins? Are we including Carrie Kelly? Carrie Kelly, because I really don't consider her a authentic Robin. I don't because that's not canon. I don't. So I'm leaving her out. I'm sorry. I don't. I don't. I don't look at her as a Robin because the turn to Batman, all that stuff. I find that it's not canon story. So I'm leaving her out. All right. Let's Dick Grayson Foundation. Jason Todd. You want to say bastard? Tim Drake. Noble. Stephanie Brown. Yes, Stephanie was Robin for a short while, but yes. I will say energetic. Damian Wayne. Mother. I can that's one word. Yeah, I'd say bastard too. Yeah, bastard too. I can't little shit. I can't stand him. I can't. So yeah. Should I throw Duke in there too? No, because he wasn't. No, there you go. Um, they are making a Men in Black spinoff with Chris Hemsworth. What are your thoughts? I need more. I need more. Just like the same thing with the whole Gundam. They're actually doing a Gundam live action movie. I saw that and I'm like, I'm reserved. I'm on reserve with that one. Um, hold on, let me see something. Let's see. Uh, Eliza Hughes from uh, at Galactus Girl on Twitter asks me, ever read the Captain Carrot comics? I read a little, didn't read a bunch, but I read a few, Eliza. She also asks me, she actually texts me, if you were to be a lantern, which one would I be? I would definitely be orange. I mean, not orange, excuse me, green, because I feel I have a lot of will. Blue, definitely, I have a lot of hope. And I probably could be all of them. So I would be a white lantern, actually, because I have a bit of rage in me at times. Um, Maybe orange, because I'm not that mine. Nah, I don't do that. Love, I got a lot of love and compassion. Yeah. There's a new lantern coming soon too. New lantern color. John Stewart's gonna uh, do it. So yeah, definitely. In so yeah, we'll see. John, hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Uh, hmm. 17 people viewing. Wow, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate. Thank you, my pack. Thank you. I could care less about the thumbs down. I see a bunch of thumbs downs. That's pretty funny. I guess I said something that some people didn't like. Uh, yeah, I got about this is funny. I got about this is funny. I got 7 thumbs up, but 16 thumbs down. That's so funny. That's so funny. That is so funny. Whoever you guys are that thumbed everything down, I'm laughing, not mad. That's so funny. Did I say something that hurt your feelings? Huh? Well, too bad. Anyway, let's move on. Um, let's see. Okay, I've been trying. Did you know that the Amazing World of Gumball did an entire episode as an homage to Highlander? Yes, a kids movie did it. I saw that episode, and I'm not even a big, Adventures of Gumball fan, but I actually sat down and watched that episode. I was like, what the? What it was? I did watch that. Yes. AJ Daniels, do you think most of the hate of the DCU gets is just some people being extra? I'll admit most of their movies aren't great, but it's not that bad. No, they're not bad. They're not bad at all. No. A lot of the hate comes from because I, personally to me, I feel that a lot of it comes from just this. Even though they have They have all their characters. They're not like Marvel. They have every character in the DC universe, but there's still a lot of infighting and a lot of creative differences. And I think creative wise, they just are trying too hard. They're trying way too hard. And that's not a good thing. Um Thumbs up. Thank you for answering my questions, Chris. Thank you. um yeah, I don't really even care about the thumbs down. I mean, I'm kind of shocked. I kind of, not even shocked. I'm just like, okay, what did I say that garnered all the thumbs down? But I'm thinking I know what it was. So who cares? Let's see. Dylan Malone, what will you do if you can make? What would you do if you could make a remake of the Thundercats? If I had the power to do a Thundercats cartoon, it wouldn't be a remake. It would actually continue the story from, if you anybody recalls the Wildstorm comics, there was a Thundercats comic that continued that story. That's what I would do. Continuing the story. Wily Kit and Wily Cat were grown. They were grown up now. Like I think they were in their late. They were like 17 years old now. Lionel had become a wise king. Everybody around him, they respected him, things like that. They still protected Third Earth. Mumra was still up to his old tricks, but still, it was straight up great. I would have just a lot. There would be a lot of differences, more homage than differences if I was doing it. So yeah. Um, can't wait for Young Justice and the Doom Patrol. Yeah, yeah, they're doing a Doom Patrol show. I'll say Swamp Thing is out of the shows. Swamp Thing really has me the most because Swamp Thing don't get enough credit that he deserves. You guys still with me? Okay, good. Got another hour to go. We haven't seen Monster in a while. Are you planning any? Do they know 80s music? Yeah, I'm editing now. Monster was on there, right, Monster? You was on there, right? Or okay? You want me? I'll come get you. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Eesh. He wanted to say hi. Say hi. Go on, say hi. There he is. They were asking about you. They wanted to know if we were still doing the reaction stuff. Right? We're still doing it, right? I have a bet going on with Hurricane for the next few FBE vids. If I flip out, I lose. I flip out on anyone, like three strikes and I'm out. If I flip out, I get angry. Then the bet is he thinks I can't do it. If I lose, you guys will be seeing Hurricane for the next 10 videos. It's not going to be me, it's going to be him in the body. Monster's got my back. He don't want Hurricane too much. He gets enough. But yeah, they were asking about you, buddy. Hey, remember that picture we took? Yep, we took a picture. Me and Monster took a picture, and I posted on my Instagram and my Facebook, and everybody's just like, "Oh my God, what the hell is that?" And I told him, "This is my buddy. Had this guy since I was 7 years old." Yeah, so and he's kind of worn, he's kind of torn up. You can see, look at his hands, comes off, and his horns are a little messed up. But I've had this guy for a long time. Smile at the camera. uh, okay, okay, I'll put you back down. There you go. There you go. Stop showing your ass off. Stop showing your butt. Turn around. Yeah, get it out of here. Showing his booty. I don't want to see that. Anyway, moving on. What's an NXT WWE dream match you'd love to see? Ooh, there's a bunch, but I'm throwing it out there. Ricochet and Seth Rollins. That'd be a good one. Ooh, yeah, that'd be good. Uh, AJ and anybody. So, uh, yeah. Um, Also, I'll throw. Well, she Shayna Baszler versus Asuka or something like that. Yeah, that'd be go to good too. Dakota Kai and Sasha Banks or Charlotte. There's a bunch good stuff. All right, next up, the whole situation with that's still talking about the NFL stuff. Okay, one of my favorite anime movies of all time, Ninja Scroll. Ninja Scroll was good stuff. Excuse me. Let's see what else we got here. Thoughts on Spiral Reignite trilogy? Uh, I wasn't the biggest Spiral fan. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I wasn't. Wasn't. I didn't hate it, but I just wasn't really into it. I'm looking more forward to the Ratchet and Clank. I know they're gonna revamp Ratchet and no, not Ratchet. Yeah, Ratchet and Clank. No, not Ratchet and Clank. Because I already got the Ratchet and Clank. Jackson Daxter. They're gonna remake that or remaster that. I can't wait to see that. I got a few surprises for those metalheads. Yeah. Black Ninja Bodybuilder. You should react to the unnecessary censored bids. Unnecessary. Um. Well. Well, if it's a request, you guys know what you got to do. Thoughts on Ninja Batman Ninja? I have not watched it. I have it on. I still have not watched it. I downloaded. I bought it. I have not watched it yet. I will watch it. When I do, you'll see a full review of it. I promise you. If I gave you a 10 million, I gave you $10 million and you had 12 hours to spend it, what would you do? Uh, Buy a house, um, give away, give give a lot to charity, and invest the rest of it. There you go. Uh, Tony Montana, ever watched your Injustice walk playthrough? Great reaction. Sad about how Diana was. Yeah, man, I hate Injustice. Diana. She is such. I don't even. I'd never called Wonder Woman this, but she was such a bitch. I hated her. I hated her. I'm like, somebody kill her. I wanted her to die. I was like, somebody kill Wonder Woman. Kill her. I could not stand her. I couldn't stand her. Uh-uh. It's just like no wonder the Amazons threw your ass out. I couldn't stand her. And Damian Wayne, y'all know how I feel about Damian Wayne. Fuck him. You know, nope. What's one sports team you'd love to have free season pass to? Free passes, as well as if they're home, free airline, free trips to Chicago. Um, if same thing with Oakland, same thing with well, since I'm in New York, Yankees all the way. I'll do Yankees, something closer because I'm not too far from Yankee Stadium. So just this train ride away. Boom, just jump on the train and bam, hit the two, bam, get off. get off at Grand Concourse, take the 4 uptown, bam, right there, Yankee Stadium. Booyah. There you go. Uh, because because a lot of people don't realize that going to baseball games is a lot more exciting than watching it on TV, and that's no lie. But kind of dangerous now, especially on foul. You've been seeing a lot more people getting hit with these foul balls, little kids, and that's scary. They really need to do something about that. They really do. It's scary to think. I can only imagine. I have a child. Fly ball comes, hits my child. Like I felt so bad when I saw that the first time. I was like, oh my god! Like I probably couldn't play. I'm like, no, I can't, because just the thought of that child is on my mind. Tony Man, what is your favorite? What Aaliyah song do you recommend? Jesus Christ, there's so many. Because I have an Aaliyah picture. I'm looking at Aaliyah right now. There's just so many Aaliyah songs I love. There's just too many, Tony. There's just too many. Um, I There's too many. Oh God. I definitely I would recommend Rock the Boat. Yeah, Rock the that song is so provocative, but I'd recommend that. Yes. Rock the Boat. The lyrics in that song, what she is saying, it's like almost you gotta be like, wait, what did she say? What I think she just said? Yeah. Woo! Woo! Okay. Um. Okay. We ain't. It's not 10 o'clock yet. Okay, keep going. Keep it going. Shouts out to Dashy once again. Thoughts on Ronda Rousey getting a title shot early? I personally don't mind it. Not at all. I don't. Because I like Ronda's approach to it. Her approach is simple. She's not ready. She even said it. There are more women deserving of the title shot than me. But when somebody brings the ruckus to you and says this and that, you got to stand your ground. And Ronda, this is perfect for her. It's like, okay. And I love what she said, okay, shake hand, but I'm going to take your arm. Like, hey, I'm looking forward to this. Let's see. Voltron's homage is an excellent example. Yes. An excellent example of respecting the. Oh, damn it. Okay, I missed. Uh, okay. Ah, damn it. I just saw. Okay, shit. Oh, damn. What the fuck? Okay. See, I hate when the thing goes scrolling up and I lose my place and I can't find. At least I'm getting some more wrestling questions, which I'm. You guys know me. I love answering wrestling. I love. I'm a big wrestling fan. Okay. Okay. Matt Smooth asks me, would you ever make a Discord service for your community? I've been asked to do that. I'm really bugged out about Discord. I've been told that people keep asking me, and people keep saying, Chris, make a Patreon. I would donate to you all the time, and I've been thinking about it once again about making a Patreon. It's the reason why I don't is because it's like me asking people for money, and I don't like that. I'm really iffy on stuff like that. It's like, can I have some money, please? You know, but the only way I would do it if I was doing it for a good, like if you wanted me, like someone said, like if you needed help getting something, Chris, for to make better videos, I would do that. I'm like, yeah, look, I got better lighting now. You can see, like, I got a better light. Like that's not natural light you're seeing. That's a lighting I bought. That the green screen I bought. I've kind of cut back on it. Like my reactions now on this channel won't use green screen anymore. You want to see that, go to the other channel. Well, I'll still keep doing the green screen work over there. But there are some videos that will continue green screen. A lot of you guys are saying you like the green screen, especially for like the comic stuff. I do like have a background that's uh, like a comic thing, so it's stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I just there's certain things like I'm kind of iffy on. No disrespect to anybody who has a Patreon, but it's just if I did do it, I would definitely inform you guys. And if you wanted to support it and do that stuff, you would get my utmost appreciation. Um, okay, I would love a remake of Bon Bonzua, Bonza, Bonanza. Oh, Bonanza. Oh, Bonanza. I don't know how my dad would feel about that one because we and him watch Bonanza a lot. We try to watch it. He loves Bonanza. I don't. Yeah, that'd be hard to do. I wouldn't mind them trying it, but Western TV shows don't. I don't even think they last as long. I mean, Hell's on Wheels was the last one that I remember that was kind of like a Western, and that ended. So yeah. Uh, which voice actor is your favorite? Oh man, I have a lot of favorite voice actors. Uh, Rob Paulson, Peter Peter Cullen. Nobody does Optimus better than him. Nobody. Frank Welker. Nobody does Megatron better than him. Nobody does Fred better than him. He's not a good Scooby. He's not a good Scooby. But Fred, that's him. Uh um Jesus Christ, there's so many. Uh Man, there's just so many. Of course, of course. I cannot and utterly cannot forget Mel Blanc, Man of a Thousand Voices. Go on YouTube, and he pulls out almost 1,000 voices I think on Letterman, like that. You talk about a master voice actor, Mel Blanc. That is the same guy who's done he did almost every Looney Tune voice. He voiced he voiced Scooby Doo. No, not Scooby Doo. No, excuse me. He voiced he voiced not Scooby Doo. I meant he's just done so many voices. It's amazing to see. Um, uh, and I'll throw one more out there for you guys. The last person I adore her voice so much. Yes, it's not. I love Tara Strong and Gray. I'm forgetting her last name, but the voice I'm talking about is the one, the only, the talented Jennifer Hale. Love Jennifer Hale's voice. I love her. Whenever I hear her voice, I'm like, it's Jennifer Hale. Perfect. Love Jennifer Hale. Johnny Young Bosch. You talk about going from Power Ranger fame to voice actor and making a big living out of it too. Great, good example. And the man can sing too. Um, what's the worst match you ever seen in as a wrestling fan? There's a lot, dude. Um, we're not getting into that. I'm sorry. I'll leave that for some maybe a video down the line, down the road. Then it was like, no way. I feel the same way. Okay. All right. People talking amongst themselves. That's good. I'm glad to see people talking. Did you watch Guardians Inferno music video with David Hasselhoff? I saw it. I'm a fan of the Hoff. Look, I'm a child of the '80s, man. So that Mr. Hasselhoff was a part of my childhood. Knight Rider, even before Baywatch, which I'm a fan of. Yes, I'm proud to admit I watched Baywatch, not just for the boobs, but I've watched Baywatch, but I'm a fan of David Hasselhoff. I always am. Let's see. Bo Jackson was a beast, so talented. Hell yeah, Bo Jackson did two sports, baseball and football, and he was good at both. There are some people that will do two sports and they may be subpar good at one, but great at the other. Bo Jackson was good at both. It's like, I hate to admit it because he's an idol of mine too. Michael Jordan, great basketball, but he wasn't that good at baseball. He wasn't. Let's see. Um, just looking at the time, guys. Sorry. Let's see. Tony Montana asks, "Do you think Toy Story should have stopped at 3 instead of making a fourth?" Yeah, somewhat. I get why they're doing another one, but I do feel that the third one that could have been it right there for them. But I understand why they're doing it. They're starting anew with a new child. I get it, but I still, there's still a part of me that saw Toy Stories, that last one, and Andy saying goodbye to Woody when he had him. I still would have broke the rule. Let's break the rule, shall we? I would have had I would have had Woody and the rest of them actually wave at Andy, or him just say goodbye, Andy. And but I know why they wouldn't do it, because if Andy saw his toys talking, he'd be like, "Wait, what? You could talk?" But still, I would have had him just break the rule like he did with Sid, but in this way, do it for real. But I still don't think Andy would have kept him, even if he knew his toys could talk. I still, even I'm too old for this now, but I wanted that. I wanted Woody to say goodbye, Andy. Like, just we all wanted to just say goodbye, like, or maybe even like somehow get on the phone and call Andy, and Woody just, he's like, Andy, and Andy's just like, yes, this is it. Who's this? I just wanted to say thank you for everything you did for us, and enjoy the rest of your life. We love you. And Andy would have never known who it was, but they just called him and told him that. And then maybe the way I would have ended it, Andy would have recognized that voice a little bit, would have been like, and it would have faded to black right there. I'm sorry, that's just me. Let's see. AJ, if you haven't watched Sharmell versus yeah, I'm not. No, that's garbage. That match is terrible. If you want me to go there, I'll go there. Eliza, you can ask me questions here. You don't have to keep texting me. I'm live. This was only for people who weren't going to be on the live showing. Sorry. Um, Okay, next question. Okay, this from Liza. The state, the state of Wyoming has taken protection for grizzlies and wolves. This will this will allow hunters to murder them, including mothers with babies. What do you think of this horror? Yeah, I know about that bullshit too. I don't agree with that. It's like I'm not a fan of hunting. Period. Like unless unless you're hunting and you're using everything. If you're just hunting for sport, I'm not about that. I am not about that. Um, but the fact I that that's going on, it irritates me because it's bad enough wolves are already on the endangered species list, and you want to endanger them even more. Killing a mother bear, and I've also heard it's also meaning in hibernation too. If you find a bear in hibernation, you can kill it right there. You have the right to kill it. Who made you judge, jury, and executioner? Go fuck yourselves with that. Sorry. And if I get some more thumbs down for that, y'all can kiss my black ass again once again. All right. Sorry if you answered this before. Do you watch UFC these days? I watch it when I can. I watch it when I can. I heard a rumor. I heard a rumor we may be getting a great Simon spinoff. Oh my god. I heard about that too. What about Ansel Elgort as Johnny Storm for the fence? Okay, I gotta look this guy up. Okay, gotta look him up. Who? Um, I gotta look that up. Hold on. Let me see. What's the name again? I want to see him. I don't know who that is. Okay, let's see. What do you look? I probably if I see his face, I'll probably say I know him. Show me him. What has he played in? What movies has he in? Have I seen Divergent? I haven't watched Divergent. Wait, oh, he was in the Carrie movie. I know. Okay, the remake. Um, how old is he? Damn, he's tall. Shoot, he's 6'3". Woo, tall dude. How old is he? 1994. Okay, he's a year younger than my brother. He's a year younger than my brother. And he's from New York. Okay. Um, hmm, maybe I guess it's 24. Okay. Uh, let's see. You heard that Total Biscuit passed away? No, I haven't. And let's see, Total Biscuit. Dude, I'm sorry. I gotta cut out early tonight. I feel like I. Oh my God. Oh, feel better. Omnitronic stomach flu. Oh, feel better. Who is my number one favorite black superhero? Luke Cage. Yes, Luke Cage. My top favorite black superheroes is Luke Cage, then Black Panther, Black Lightning, Storm, and my fifth one is who is it again? Shit. No, it's Falcon's number six. Oh God damn it! Who's number five? Oh my God, who's number five? Who's number five? I had it. Oh God. Um. Oh God. Who's my? I remember. Wait. Luke Cage, Black Panther, Black Lightning, Storm. Was it John Stewart? No, John Stewart was. John Stewart was. He's number 7. Static. There we go. Fuck. I don't forget that shit. Fuck. Static. There you go. Static. That's my top 5 right there. Um. Thundercats was my Pokemon laughing out loud. Okay. The Street Fighter anniversary game will be out on Tuesday. Would you like to see a final fight done for the same? They kind of already did that. It was called Final. No, well, no, they did bring out. I think they. No, they did. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. But Street Fighter has had a longer longevity than Final Fight because that last one, Streetwise, was garbage. Oh, stupid. Uh, Next up is Silver Riley 42-7. Welcome. Who was your favorite Boy Meets World character? Topanga. And she's going to be at New York Comic Con this year. Oh, yeah, Topanga. I loved her. Tony Montana, do you think Kevin Conroy should have a cameo in the future Batman movies? If he did, people probably wouldn't know who he is because you don't really. It's hard to do cameos for voice actors because a lot of people may not know what they look like unless you are a huge fan of Kevin Conroy and you know what he looks like. Yeah, but most of the time cameos are saved for people who like. I felt like in some shape or form in one of the Batman movies, Adam West should have been had a cameo in it. I don't care what he was. He should. I don't care if he was the mayor. I don't care, but he should have had a cameo. Um, you know. Okay. Next up, Harry Bean. You ask me this all the time, I, and I've told you this before. How many times I got to tell you? Gabi is taking a break, and it's personal. He will be back when he feels like coming back. Okay. I'm just relaying the message from one of my best friends. He will come back when he's ready. Um, so please respect that. You ask me that every time, and I tell you the same thing. Do you hope we will see these villains on season 5 of Flash? Uh, the Monosaur, Icicle, Shadow Thief, Mr. Element, Gentleman's Ghost. Um, Not really, because Shadow Thief is not a Flash villain. And they already fucked up the Shade, so no, I don't want any villain they're gonna screw over again. They fucked up enough villains already. So no. Do you read Green Lanterns? Yes, I do. Rabin, do you think by Ant-Man Wasp we will get promos for the Aquaman film? Maybe. More I'm looking for Ant-Man and Wasp. I'm looking forward to how this is gonna end. What who's fading away? Just please don't let it be Cassie. I don't want to see that. I'll cry if it's Cassie. Cassie with him in her arms. Andy Serkis deserves better and not have been had should not have had his talent wasted. First and now Black Panther. Well, I don't really look at it like that. I was just shocked. I didn't say I hated it, but I was just shocked that they killed off Claw that quick. I was like, but I wanted to see more Claw. I do. Okay. Next up, keep going, keep going. Scotty asks me, if you're running WWE, who is your Universal Champion? Raw Champion, Raw Tag Team Champion, Raw Women's Champion. First of all, I'd get rid of the Universal title because I hate that belt. I hate it. I hate it. I would strip Brock Lesnar of it because I hate him. I hate him as a champion. I hate how this nobody's. I don't like that. I hate that he's the champion and he's still the champion and then he's away. I hate that. I hate that. Your champion doesn't need to be wrestling every night, but he needs to be there. Like old school champions were there, but then the title wasn't on the line. If I was the Universal title would be gone. I would strip that. That title would be gone, and I would for Raw. I'd bring back the WWE undisputed title, remodel that entire title. I would make that belt look like a championship belt. I'll take it to Ray Parks, the guy who creates belts, and I have a design blueprint design. I was like, first of all, it's the Universal title. I want that belt big. I want it big, shining to the point when you look at that belt, that's the champ right there. I'm not talking big, incredibly big like those boxing belts are, but big enough. Um, as for Raw Women's Champion, um, right now Nia has it. I would have had Nia champion somewhere down the line, um, but I want Mickey James with another run. I think Mickey still has another good title run in her. I just want her to get off this stupid heel run that she's on because they keep flipping her and I can't stand it. I'm like, when she turn heel, like what the fuck? I'm like, I can't stand that. I'm hoping for Ember Moon because I love Athena. Well, I'm using one of her indie names, but I can't wait to see her hold that title. Um, so there's a lot of women I would have held the title with. Tag team wise, who's got the belt now? Oh, Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt. The tag team for Raw needs to get better. I can't even think of anybody right now. I can't. Okay, have me. I hope we see these musical folk legends since the continent. Blue Devil, the Demon, and oh, you talking about on Legends of Tomorrow? Maybe. Okay. Tony, if Captain America were to sacrifice himself to save the world in Avengers 4, that would be a symbolic and sad death since his death in the Civil War comics. What do you think? I, I was bracing for him to die in this in Infinity War, so I was like, it's coming. I'm I'm ready. I'm ready because because once again I've read Infinity Gauntlet, what this movie is based off of, loosely based. So people are so surprised, but I'm not. I wasn't surprised that people was dying. Snap the finger. I wasn't surprised. I was just waiting when it was going to happen, and it happened, and people just started disintegrating. But I'm. I don't want to see Cap die. I want to see him live, but maybe I wouldn't mind if he gets drained of his youth and he's at his normal age. He's a 90-year-old man now, fully 90-year-old man, and he has to just live off the rest of his life. That's a good send off. But if he goes out in a flame of glory, thank you, Mr. Evans. Thank you. Okay. But if anything, but did I even say who I wanted as champ? Okay, first of all, I didn't even say. I said if the undisputed title, it would be. I'm giving it to Finn. Finn has not had his rematch for the Universal title, so I would scrap that. Finn is automatically in for the newly reinstated new WWE Undisputed Championship. And I would book him to win. That would be his, you know. Okay, Supergirl still needs to have these this season or next. Terra Man, Woman, Yellow, Insect Queen, Rampage. Some of them. We'll see where they go. Fishbowl Head, Live and All That. Well, that's what he's called, Mysterio. Bye, Daniel. Okay. Nice picks. Okay. Will Batwoman Batwoman coming to the CW crossover? Wonder what villain or villains will they have? Good question. What do you think? What do you think Damian Wayne, not Injustice, could change about himself to become bearable, less of a prick and less of a dick? There you go. It's easy. Less of a prick, less of a dick. Get that stick from up his ass, thinking that he's better than everybody because I'm the son of Batman. I'm the grandson of the Demon, son of Talia al Ghul. Somebody needs to whoop his ass just one time. I just want to see somebody whoop his. Well, I've seen it, just humble his ass. I hate that. He looks down on people. I hate that too. Is it weird for me to ask for a Darth Maul movie? No, not really. The problem with all these Star Wars characters that come about and all that other stuff is you get so intrigued by what were they like prior to this. And I think that's where they need to Disney and all of them and Lucasfilms and all they should have really thought about that. Like, oh, yo, all right, we should have thought about this, because to me, still, every time I watch the original story of Star Wars, the original Star Wars, episode 4 up, I'm always wondering, even the previous prequels, like, what was Yoda like before he became a Jedi? I want to know that. So I understand what you're talking about, Perry. Dang, I gotta watch this Punishing that. Yep. Woo, you good. Yes, you do. Shinquan, I would love to see the Chameleon in the future Spider-Man movie. I think he would make a huge mark on messing with Peter's life. What are your thoughts? Any one of Spider-Man Rogues Gallery would work for me. Right now, the one I'm looking for the most is Kraven. Period. And you could put Chameleon in that too, because Kraven and Chameleon are related. I believe they are. I told him they used African hairstyles with natural hair and actual South African language, Xhosa, for the Wakanda language. Isn't just awesome the amount of little details they put in. Yeah, it's the little things sometimes that matter the most. And Xhosa, what they used, how they spoke was great. And even the costume designer who created all the costumes, the details she put was perfect. This woman did her thing, and please get her back for the next one. Perfect. That's if it continues to take place in Wakanda. A Darth Maul movie that takes place before the Phantom Menace would be awesome, and it could feature Darth Sidious. Phillies. Um, I wish some of the books were canon. Like, I really wish. Um, uh, I wish Luke Skywalker's wife was canon. She was great. What do you think about John Boyega as Blade? interesting. I I think he could pull it off. Somebody he'd be a younger Blade, but it would kind of make some sense because the problem with adding Blade into the MCU, it's always been like, okay, where has he been? Okay, how come people have not known about vampires yet? And that's why I still feel that everything that happens after four is that's where things are going to change, and that's how I would do everything, like kind of rewrite the world a little bit, like feeling like the real Marvel universe. You know what I'm saying? All right. Okay. Have you seen the trailer for Marvel Now's? Yeah, I have seen that. There's bipolar. Yeah, I've seen that. I I, I can't. Um. Just like Hugh Jackman, nobody can replace Wesley Snipes. I disagree with that one. Well, Mr. Snipes was good, but there are other people I felt that could have played can play Blade, and I'm not talking Sticky Fingers. He tried, and when he finally started feeling the character, then it didn't work. Um, um, do you think? Do you think they should do a Blue Beetle movie with Jaime Reyes or Dan Garrett? A little of both. I think you can do a movie with showcasing all of the Blue Beetles, but it does um, focus more on Jaime Reyes. Like maybe show a little bit of Dan Garrett, passing it on to Ted Cord. Ted Cord can't open the scarab. He goes off to be the Blue Beetle, just a different style. He, I would write it where he may have gotten injured, where it kind of left him kind of almost post, like almost disabled, but to the point where he can't do it no more. Kind of like how they did Blue Ant Man. That's how I would do it. That's how I would do a Blue Beetle movie. Tom Holland is good, but I don't like how they made him like Iron Man Jr. in Homecoming. Why? The spider armor in Infinity War was beautiful. It was better looking than the comic version because I can't stand the spider armor in the comics because then he looks too much like Iron Man sidekick. That was perfect. That was perfect. And it was needed. The spider armor was needed now than ever. So I kind of totally disagree with that one. Um. Uh. Okay. Rap battle. You and me. Rap. Let's see what we got here. Travis, I like Mary Jane over Gwen Stacy. I've heard that a lot. I heard a lot of people say the same thing. Um, say the same thing. Like I like I like Mary Jane over Gwen. I respect Gwen. She's Peter's first love, but Mary Jane had a better longevity with Peter. And that's true. That's true. Um, but what I hate what people say is like Mary Jane just bided her time to get with Peter. That's not how it happened. That or she betrayed Gwen's. No, that's friendship. That's not how it happened. That's not how it happened. Mary Jane and Peter were friends, and that friendship became more and more and more before she finally accepted Peter's proposal. It wasn't like now she's gone, I can marry Peter. No, it wasn't it. That's not how it happened. And I hate when people say that, do that. I hate that. Um Okay, Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man, Chris Pratt Star Lord, Paul Rudd's Ant Man, Ryan Reynolds Deadpool. All were in the room together. How would they? How would the interaction play out? Oh my God. Um, I could see Deadpool basically asking Ant Man like, "So how small can you go? Or uh, can you can or just stuff? Can you enlarge just one body part? Just all kinds of just weird stuff. I could see that right now. Um, we got a kind of an we got kind of a little subway of what Star Lord and Iron Man would act like together, so that was perfect. Yeah, it'd be all over the place. All right. About to end this yoker. I hope I'm not too late. I'm about to wrap this up. But I want to thank all the 13 people that's still here viewing. Thank you. Trying to get to everybody's question. Would you agree Halle Berry's Catwoman is probably the worst superhero movie ever? Nope. That would go to. It's one of them, but it's not the worst. That would probably go to Vampirella. Um, Also go to this Superman 3, Superman 4, um, Judge Dredd. I'm talking about I've loved Stallone, but that this Judge Dredd was so yeah. There's a bunch before Hallie's Catwoman, and yeah. See, somebody even said yeah, Superman 4. See, yeah. Now I have fun. Uh, let's see what's the next question. I know you think there are too many Batman stories, but is there any particular Batman story you would like to see adapted in any way? Yeah, No Man's Land, my favorite Batman story. No Man's Land, and it was kind of already adapted. Long Halloween is another one I would love to see. Um, there's a lot, but No Man's Land, from what I heard, even Gotham did No Man's Land. I don't give a damn about that show. Glad that show is gonna end. Hush is another one I do. That did somebody say Hush? Yep. So there's a bunch. Let's see. Um, Rakai. Hey, y'all guys, you guys can call me Chris. You don't have to use my. But hi, hello. Fantastic Four, Spider Man, awesome. Yeah, Spider Man 800 coming. He's reaching 800. I think he's actually past it, but Marvel just really kind of mess up their own like. Yeah, there's a there's a mashup with with Black Panther and Coming to America. It was great. It was I even had like, yo, this is good editing. Like it was great. If you feel like if Tony, if you feel like the Martha scene doesn't make sense, I recommend you watch the cinema scene about that for yourself. Are we talking about that? Yeah, I didn't care about it. I didn't hate it, but I didn't care about it. Like, oh yeah, they both have their mothers both have the same name. You know, they put so much emphasis on that. Like, okay, so what? I'm not talking. I'm not. No, we're not doing no more Thundercat stuff. That's it. I'm done. I'm done with that. Chris, could you picture a Black Panther and Black Dynamite cross? Oh my God, that'd be interesting. Why didn't you like the fact that Terry McGinnis was Bruce Wayne's son in the? It's stupid. That's just totally stupid, and it was stupid. It's a bullshit reason for why he became Batman. That makes no sense because there was no indication of that. And then all of a sudden you do an epilogue in Justice League, and then all out of the blue, it just oh yeah, you're Batman's you're Bruce Wayne's biological son. That's so stupid. That's laziness. Why couldn't he just been a just chosen as Batman. That made no sense. Makes no sense. That's laziness. That was laziness. Comic Freak X. Yo, Sean, I thought you couldn't make it. Hey, um, favorite Batman Beyond villain, Inc. Quick and simple. Hey, Chris, how would you do a Black Lightning Luke Cage team up? Ooh, two of my favorites coming together. How would I do it? Willis Stryker takes over leadership of the 100 from Tobias Whale, kills him right there. Shoot throws one of his exploding daggers into him, blows him up, kills him. Takes over the 100, takes over. He's running havoc in the South Side. However, Luke Cage has and Black Lightning is, and I'm talking about how Willis Stryker is now. Black Lightning does some research, maybe gets a little help, do some research into Willis Stryker, where he's from, everything like that. Black Lightning heads to Harlem looking for Luke Cage. No battle between the two. No, just Luke Cage. My name is Jefferson Pierce. Most people, but I need your help. Somebody you know is in my neck of the woods. His name is Willis Stryker. There you go. And that's how it goes off. I actually have 11 now. Yeah, I'm down to 12 views now. I think 11. What? Okay. How would you do a Spider-Man Miles Morales static team up? That'd be a little harder to do. Um, that's kind of hard. I guess I could say Virgil comes to Miles's school, like on like a field trip or so, and something happens, villains, and kind of that's how him and Static meet for the first time. Um, uh, to be honest, I think the DC is a rock solid cinematic universe, and no, it's not. No, it's not. It's not rock solid at all. It's on quicksand. The very least, it is. It's like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. That's the best way I could describe it. It's like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. That tower was built. The soil was not sturdy enough, and the tower leans now. And they say every year the tower leans even further over. Every year it moves. Like they say every year Venice sinks. That's how the DCU is. It's on quicksand. It's quicksand. And if they don't do something right, they don't do something fast, they're gonna be drowning. And they can't just rely on Wonder Woman. They can't. And I'm sorry to say this. I know there's some DC fans out there, but I'm sorry, but they need to take a little bit of what Marvel's doing. Look how they're spreading that wealth around. Everybody thought Guardians of the Galaxy was finally going to be that chink in the armor. Nope. Everybody thought Ant-Man was going to be. Nope. They spread that wealth. It's not just relied on one character. Yes, Iron Man is the foundation because he started it all, but still, the wealth is being spread. So, with all due respect, the DCU is not rock solid at all. It is in quicksand. It's on quicksand. What do you think of if Star Wars? Okay. What do you think of Star Wars? If you what do you think of Star Wars would be like if Darth Vader wasn't Luke's father? interesting, very more interesting. And I'll answer one more question, guys. Hello again. I said hello to again to everybody. Let me see. Everybody's saying hi to you, Monster. Is he reading the chat? Yes, I'm reading the chat. Uh, okay. I'm gonna answer one more questions because time is up. All right, let's see. Mm, Parker, I'll chase you to the ends of the earth. That's one of my favorite lines in the Spider-Man. Shocker! It cracks me up. Uh, uh, okay, I'm gonna end it with this because it's past time now. I'm sorry that I didn't get to everybody's questions because now y'all just started hitting me with questions after questions. Uh, uh, let's see. Predator Warrior 18. Yes, I read. I see all your questions. I'm gonna have to answer some of these questions um later. But like I said before, I told you guys if I can't answer all your questions now, I'll answer them then. Matter of fact, I'll keep going. You know what? I'm gonna go another 30 minutes for you guys. So let's see. Rakai says hi. I said hi like twice already. All right, I'm gonna skip some questions, guys. Um, I saw somebody ask a question about do I watch Firefly? I did. Uh, I wanted to get to. Okay, Darth Primus says I would have done an Aquaman film and a Flash before Justice League. Yep, I would have did all those solo movies before Justice League. Um, outside of Cyborg, I would have had Cyborg be introduced in Justice League. But other than that, um, Chris Bloom, hey, Steve Bloom got engaged. Congratulations. Uh, let's see. Okay, Sinquan asks, is it me or why am I looking forward more to WWE women's wrestling than its men? Ronda Rousey approach so far is so great. Looking forward to the Mae Young Classic too. Yep. Mm-hmm. And can we just agree WWE is just totally, totally just screwing Bobby Lashley. Just like what the hell are they doing with him now? This is just terrible. This is terrible. And I wouldn't be surprised they're doing this out of spite because WWE is known to do stupid shit like that. If you left the company on kind of like quote unquote bad terms, they'll come. You come back, yeah, they'll do some, be salty about it and do stupid stuff. Um, Pokemon questions I'll kind of skip. I'm not really in the mood for a Pokemon question. Perry King, Pink Ranger, Yellow Ranger, um, Yellow. Uh, I have no problem with Frank Welker as Scooby. I do because he doesn't. He is not. He is not Don Messick. I just, no, he's not. He can do other roles, but he cannot do. He cannot do. He cannot do Don Messick. That is Scooby, and that will always be Scooby. That will always be Scooby. That will always be Dino. That will always be Astro. He's done all those voices. You ever think about doing a weekly podcast just on media or just? Yep, I have, and I've actually have that plan somewhere down the line, Scotty, to do a podcast. Um, did you watch the Hey Arnold movie? No, I haven't watched it yet. Did I watch this Firefly, Burnout of Seven? Yes, I did. Mary Jane and Gwen Stacy. I like them both. I respect both of them. So Topanga, yes, okay. Scott, Burnout or Seven. How would you put Red Hulk in the Marvel, the MCU? Uh, I'd probably have to change some stuff because I don't think it should be Ross anymore. because he's a Ross in the MCU now is a complete. I can't stand him now even more. How he got off scot free without he got promoted from general now to secretary of whatever, and he's the one who created the abomination and this and that, and he's not being held accountable for that. No, so it'd probably have to be somebody else. But you still, but before Red Hulk, She Hulk has to be in the MCU first. Before, um, I haven't seen the Flash TV show. Really? Wow, you're behind like 4 seasons now. Go on Netflix. The seasons are up there. Binge watch them. Um, hey man, don't jinx us with Cassie fading away. I'd cry too. I think it's gonna happen because there's rumors that in Avengers 4, Scott goes into the future and he sees an older Cassie. And she is, I'm not gonna ruin that for you. If Cassie fades away, then poor Scott will be pissed. Hence why he's in 4. I'm thinking something does happen. Um, have you seen My Hero Academy yet? No. I will tell you when I've seen it. There's still a lot of anime before that I need to watch, that I'm watching. So Miles Morales would be my number one black hero. I don't consider Miles all black though. So yeah, he's biracial. He's black Tino. So yeah. Shadow God for you. What are your thoughts on the Miz possibly holding the Money in the Bank briefcase? Nope. Not with if Joe gets in it. I'm right now. If Samoa Joe gets in the Money in the Bank match, because next week he'll be wrestling Daniel Bryan. That's going to be a good match. They've met before, but not in WWE. I have a feeling Joe may win it. If he wins it, we could we ooh, that's going to be something. Yeah, I know. He said dad. I know that. That's what everybody say. Dark Primus. What do you think? Who do you think is the villain in the Miles Morales animated movie? His uncle Aaron, the the 6'10" version of the Prowler. That's who he was chasing. You saw him chasing him on a bike. J.K. Simmons' best comic book portrayal ever as J. Jonah Jameson. Do you think he could come back as Jameson or stay as Jim Gordon? He'll probably stay as Jim Gordon. But I loved him as JJ. He was great. He was great. Uh, so if they finally do introduce J. Jonah Jameson into the MCU, it's going to be hard to follow J.K. Simmons as JJ. But get Andre Brower as Robbie Robinson, please. Please. Okay, everybody talking amongst themselves. Like I said, guys, so if a lot of the older generation of shinobi like Kakashi knew who Naruto's father was, why the hell did they allow him to be mistreated and have such a lonely, sad childhood? I have no idea. I have no idea. You ask the creator that. I have no idea. Bernard said, what's the possibility that since T'Challa is dead after Shuri will take over Panther Mantle? Not very high. You, you guys gotta realize that as much as people may want to speculate, they got a plan. And right now, the plan probably is not for Shuri to take over the mantle. As right now, her spot in Wakanda is perfect right now. She created practically Wakanda, like the technology, everything like that. I could see her still doing far more with that right now than taking over as the new Black Panther. And besides that, it also comes down to contracts. Chadwick Boseman still has 3 more movies under his contract now. He's already done. He was introduced in Civil War. He did his movie. He did Infinity War. He still has 3 more movies. He signed a 6 picture deal. You don't. You that's and I doubt that those 6 picture deals is to make cameos. No. There is actually a video where the 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 Russo brothers actually showcased everybody in the MCU who faded away. So I haven't read it though, but it's really interesting. And she learned that Peter was spy. I don't. I didn't take that. What the and as she like. Oh, she knew. Like I don't look at it like that. I think she just like what the hell. Like what are you doing? Like I never looked at it like that. Um. Arthur, why did you say that name? Would a final fight between Captain America and Red Skull be cherry on the icing, cherry on the cake for Captain America's story? I don't know because that was a big shocker seeing that Red Skull was alive all this time. Big surprise. All right. Indeed. Tony Montana, I'm gonna end it right here. Do you think Hades or Felix Faust will be worthy foes for Wonder Woman? Yeah, but we all know in Wonder Woman 2 it's going to be Cheetah. So that's cool. Do you like Carrie Payton? Yeah, I like him. Um, indeed. Um, and with that being said, guys, I'm gonna end it right there because I'm gonna go shave. I gotta get something to eat. Gonna get a haircut. I'm just gonna. I'm tired of washing my hair, so I'm just gonna shave my hair. Shave my head. I'm gonna go with baldy for a while. But other than that, guys, thank you for watching. As always, I will see you guys next month with another 2 live Q&A, guys. Now, as you see now, it's just open mic all the time now. I don't do the theme Q&As anymore. I noticed the theme Q&As, you guys have just had a hard time with those in terms of staying with the theme because you guys just go all over the place. So I just said, you know what, open mic all the time. Um, I'm about to start streaming gameplay, guys, for God of War. I have not touched God of War yet. So I'm gonna stream God of War for you guys on this channel. So look out for that. Look out for some more reviews. I've just finished recording some reactions. So I've got to edit those tonight. But right now, guys, I'm gonna bid you guys adieu. As always, thank you, my pack, for those who stood around for wow, almost basically 3.5, 3 hours or so. I appreciate that. So next time I will see you for another open mic. It will be. We're gonna take a look. Um, uh, I'll try to get it maybe around the week of the week of the the first full week of June, which will be the week of the 3rd. But other than that, you guys take care. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you, my pack. Your alpha bids you adieu. Too sweet to all of you. Fist bump. Um, I still have to come up with a sign for my pack. I'm still working on, guys. I want y'all to know I'm working on merchandise, t-shirts and stuff. Um, Start selling t-shirts so you can really be a part of the pack. Um, a lot of YouTubers got merchandise for themselves. I'm working on it too. So that's some news right there for you guys as well. But thank you for watching, and y'all take care.